Right, good morning or afternoon or evening or whatever time it is for you. We are going to be talking about lesson 7 of chapter 10, more on factoring second degree polynomials. So this is kind of the real deal stuff. This is almost the most advanced as we will get with polynomials and factoring. We have one more lesson after this, and then we will take a test on it, actually. So here we go. So more on factoring second degree polynomials. So as we have talked about already, we can multiply two binomials to get a polynomial. And we do this with we can use the box method, but we're advanced enough where we can just do distribution, right? We've done this plenty of times, where this will equal 2x times 7x, which will be 14x squared, plus 2x times 10, 20x, plus 3 times 7x, which will be 21x, plus 3 times 10, which will be 30. And we can simplify this down into 14x squared plus 41x plus 30. So we are going to be talking about taking this polynomial here and getting it back into a product of two binomials. So as you can see, these outer ones here and here are products, right? So we did products of 2x and 7x and products of 3 and 10. So this one is a product of these two. This one is a product of these two. These middle ones are products of these two and these two. And then we add them together to get this guy right here. So keep that in mind when we're factoring. We're going to work backwards, and that's knowing how these binomials multiply together is going to help us understand how to factor it. So let us look at another polynomial. We will look at 6x squared plus 11x plus 5. All right, so what we want to do here is we want to look at the two end terms, right, this one and this one, and find their possible products. So we know 6x squared can equal 1x times 6x, and it can also equal 2x times 3x. Those are the two possibilities for our factoring, right? So now let's look at 5. We see 5 is a prime number, so it is, the only product possible is 1 times 5. All right, so keep that in mind as we do this. Let's look at it in the box method to begin with. Box. Okay, so we know one of these has to be 1 and one of these has to be 5, because that is the only possibility here. Now, in order to get, so let's put 5 here. In order to get 11x is a little more tricky, but either with some trial and error or just a great educated guess, we can figure out that this is going to be 6x here and 1x here. We know that because this will be 6x squared. 5 times 6x is 11x, 1x, 1x. So, as we can see, this didn't work out great. So let's try and do something else, right? Let's set it up again. So it takes a little bit of trial and error, but we know this is a 5 and this is a 1 for sure. Okay, so let's think a little bit. We know this is 6x squared. So let's try switching these two. Let's try and do a 6 here and a 1x here, right? So 6x times 1, 6x, 5x, right there. Alright, that one looks better, right? So this is going to be 6x squared plus 6x plus 5x plus 5, which is simplified to 6x squared plus 11x plus 5. So the way we can think about this is, what are the multiples for these boxes?